Yeah, right. I see. So I mean, we've talked about income, and then we've talked about, I guess, as a function of the lease and those rental income payments. So when we're thinking about property for income, how do we apply that to our portfolios overall?
Well, I think there's a number of ways where we specifically use that in our investment, any of our products that have that property for income label. The first thing is that those products recognise that leases and the rents that are generated under those leases are fundamental to our investment philosophy. The second thing we look at is that we try to avoid any investments in property that might have equity type returns.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of those non-rental returns that might be property development, funds management, various other things like that. So we try to focus on rental income because that's what commercial property is all about. The third thing we look at, we try to reduce that reversionary risk that I talked about when the property comes back to the landlord as lender. So to try and get those leases as long as possible reduces the impact of that reversion. So we try to look at longer than average leases. And lastly, we look at the ultimate utility of the property. So we look at properties that are going to have a long-term use in the property market. And again, that will reduce the impact of the property reversion on your portfolio.
Yeah, right. Well, so not all properties are created equal, and clearly that rental income is a core part of the way our investment philosophy has evolved over time. Look, it's always a pleasure talking to you. So thanks very much for your time in taking us through what property for income really means in practice. From the founder of APN Funds Management, it's a pleasure. So thank you very much for your time. It's great to have been able to talk to you today about that. And for any of our investors out there that would like to learn more or to contact us, please feel free to access the details via our website, and we'd love to talk to you. Thanks again, Howard.
Thanks, Tim.